so start sending them already. But some of those that we have captured will be reviewed just now, about now, as Jeffrey joins me. Hello again, Jeffrey.
Yes, Bukola, there's a lot to talk about. So let's get straight to business. National grid collapsing. I did say, and I will continue to say, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm sorry. It's just because I have information. And I know a few things about the space. So because we've
so your prophecy came to pass twice.
I'm just telling you again.
Within the space of 3 days, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I'm just telling you again that this is not going to be the last, because those things, those equipment, whatever, they've not been maintained for many years. So it's not just a current government issue. Maintenance has not been carried out. The licensing itself was an issue initially, and then the issue of investments coming in. So there's a lot that sector needs. I'm happy, Ms. Oni, maybe you will speak to that as well, because he's spoken to this over and over and over. I'm sure that is repeat and rinse for the gentleman. But we can't stop talking. It's our country. But just to let you know, let's highlight some of the things you're saying, but be prepared, because we're going to say this yet again.
No, but the explanation that a rise in power generation could cause the collapse twice within the space of 3 days.
There's an issue that we can generate.
I'm not a power expert. Maybe Mr. Oni will speak to that.
There are different layers to the problem. There's the issue of it collapsing. There's the issue of it after when it generates. To off-take it is also another problem.
Right?
So anyway, Ms. Oni is here to, although that's not what we brought him for, but he's going to speak to it as well. Humphrey Obajere says, this is actually a sign, and I hope the government is taking it seriously, because of at this rate, there's certainly be a time where the national grid will collapse and may never recover. You can't have a machine and car breaking down maybe every 2 AK market days or 2 market days. That's what he wanted to say.
All right,
we just have to laugh off, man.
Richard Sunshine says, honestly, I'm pained to see we're still struggling to keep a stable power supply in 2024. We pay taxes, VAT, and we pay for electricity tariffs. So tell me, why are we not enjoying what we're paying for?
Mohammed Amin Saad says, this has clearly gotten out of control, and it's disingenuous to continue to blame the discourse that they reject the produced power. That's why there's collapse. Can't the grid be regionalized so that collapses could be restricted, even localized, than the whole, perhaps you wanted to say the whole country not having power?
And Alhaji Miss Baudin Adeni Sanusi says, at this rate, the government, through the Security Intelligence Unit, should start looking in the direction of a possible sabotage from within, especially the System Operator Unit of the TCN.
Well, they didn't say there was, the last time it was vandalization. This time, they didn't mention that. The last person on this says, Hadi Topman, that's your name. They need to find a lasting solution to this national grid issue. There's money now. Oh, really? I wasn't aware. We pay higher electricity tariff. Okay, I see where you're coming from. Subsidy is gone, which means more money for the government. And lots of taxes upward review. What then is stopping the government from fixing this national grid? So, on the issue of subsidy, NNPCL pays our shortfall. And because they pay our shortfall, they don't remit money to our federation account, because, there's an explanation to that effect. I'm just explaining to you what you may not be aware of.
Well, they're talking about power this time around.
No, the argument for him is that we're not paying subsidy, so use that money. They've increased tariff, so use that money. He gave a very good point.
Okay.
So I'm just explaining his position. That it's not every time NNPC gives us money. I can't remember the last time. I think. Anyway, we'll talk about
the National Assembly should go after that space and see what should be remitted that is not being remitted.
They defray it on the cost of paying for your subsidy.
Do you work for the NNPC?
I don't know. No, me and NNPC, we're not in the same category.
Okay.
We're not in the same boat.
Let's go to the next talking point now. Discos increase meter prices, and that's another thing the Nigerians have to deal with. They're paying electricity tariff on the one hand, and they're not getting the requisite power supply. And now, those who want to purchase meter have to pay more for it. Okay, so CV Bex says, just what we needed. Another price increase. Fingers crossed the power stays consistent this time. That's the hope.
Okay, Onwuzo Dandison, he said the exponential rise of PPM price. Okay, I don't know what that is. Indeed, is alarming and detrimental to customers.
Prepaid meter.
Okay,
PPM.
Prepaid meter, okay. The regulatory bodies should wade in urgently.
And Yankee Big Boy says, or more. That's an exclamation in local parlance. Imagine 2K for 7 units, something that could get over 25 units a few months back. Let's make progress, Jeffrey. 2K for 7 units, I guess, is reacting to the increase in electricity tariff, not in prepaid meter.
It's band 8%.
Yeah, not to the increase in the cost of prepaid meter.
Yeah, I don't think that is it. Carries drafts are very expensive and not even available, even after payment, story upon story.
Yeah, and the David Peters says for a national grid that collapses every 3 days, okay.
Bala, okay, I don't know what that is. What are they doing with the money? Because Nigerians are not feeling the impact of the national grid going on virtually every week. Okay, let's move on from there to the issue of oil marketers suing Dangote Refinery suing them and insisting on petrol import. So this is an argument that is we don't even know how to proceed from here. So let's just read your thoughts. So there are this back and forth between Dangote is against them importing PMS. That's what is against. Why are you importing when I have it available, even in store? They are saying for energy security, we can't just depend on you. We need other sources because it's the best price that we'll get. So the argument is, will the best price now mean going outside to buy? Because you're also pushing pressure on our FX that we're trying to reduce. What happens to Port Harcourt Refinery? Maybe get those refineries.
Why did Nigerians wait a whole 5 years for Dangote Refinery to come on board, and then we still have to continue importing, and we still have to even pay more, because we can't look at it from Dangote's perspective alone. We're paying more even for Dangote's petrol, which is totally unacceptable. So both arguments need to be weighed on their merits and demerits.
Yeah. If we had Port Harcourt Refinery or the refineries at the Warri Refinery, at least Kaduna is a long walk, but let's just hope we had these 3 or 4 other refineries working. This may not be a conversation. So it's simply saying, Dangote, your oil is too expensive. Let's go to Port Harcourt or let's go to Warri. But now it's either you buy Dangote or you
go outside the country.
No, that's not where we are aiming to go to. Importing finished product is not a direction.
No, but that's where we are.
That's where we are.
Marketers are still important. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I agree with you. In fact, some cargoes have come. I think they are coming, and it's just a messy situation. Anyway, Adebisi says, I believe if Dangote reduces the price of petrol by 150 naira, the marketers will not need to import. It should please consider Nigerians.
And Dangote, Buyer Betty says Dangote can reduce its price and seek cooperation with some filling stations to buy his product. By the way, does anyone know what is happening to the refineries being repaired that were to be completed in September? Jeffrey just answered your question.
just forget about that refinery for now. Any day they say it's ready, but for now, just cautious optimism. That Port Harcourt Refinery, I don't want to say something, but just forget about it.
And remember, Jeffrey is the prophet.
Whenever it's ready, we will know. But now, forget that. That's all I can say. Just forget about it for now. When they are ready, we will know. But they are not ready right now.
Jeffrey, please prophesy good things.
Well, unfortunately, I'm a journalist, so I base on facts.
On facts. Okay.
So, Oriada Latif Olumide says, indeed, it's the best to encourage local production of any product and reduce the yearning
he meant to say,
and consumption of imported one. But in this case, it's an open market. You can force me to buy the higher price when I can buy. You can't. Is that what you wanted to say? When I can buy the lower price elsewhere, let the customer decide. Okay.
And Peter is asking a rhetorical question that we all ask time and again, and we hope to stop asking. He says, this is completely unfair. How can we as an oil-producing nation still face such challenges? It's not like money is easy to come by, and prices for everything are skyrocketing. What's even more frustrating is that he refused to reveal the price to the public. Well, he has now revealed his price.
Okay, I think let's just get straight to that.
$930 for truck, for ship, $960 for truck. Or no, I think the other way around.
For ship is $960, for trucks is $990. So maybe we'll just take this very last one. 2 of them, Defense Headquarters confirming the emergence. You saw it on the news, on the top story. They call them Lukarawas. That's the name of the new terrorist.
Lakrawas.
Is it Lakrawas? Okay, sorry, I'm sorry. Is it Lakrawas?
I believe that's the way the director of defense media.
We'll get to know, but I hope this can be crushed because we're not done with Boko Haram yet, and all the other ones. War powers says because they saw the wealth of other groups, they decide to break away. If government has dealt with former terrorists, they caught bandits, the new ones wouldn't have tried coming out. But I know Nigerian military is capable of handling them.
Crespo says the right time to end them is now. It's either we clip their wings now or they come out to devour us in years to come. Nigeria will win. And reminiscent of what General Henry Ayola said yesterday, we must adopt a proactive measure rather than a reactive measure by taking the battle to them instead of waiting for attacks to occur.
Absolutely. So, hey, we just prayed our military will be able to sort this out as quickly as possible. But we'll get to the very first conversation for the day. So we're talking about the CNG issue. We're going to go a lot soft today, as we agreed.
Yeah.
Because it's Friday. There's too much trouble across the country. So let's relax a bit. We'll take a quick break. Well, we'll come back. We'll bring the conversations. Join us again.
Stay with us.